Start with chapter 8, our surroundings. In our previous class we had discussed about the pollution, that is air pollution and land pollution. So today we will start with noise pollution. Okay. The science book, which is Millennium Science for Juniors 4, and the publication is Millennium Bookstores Private Limited, and open page number 68. Noise pollution. Noise pollution is also called sound pollution. Loud and continuous honking, unchecked use of loudspeakers or music played at very high volume, bursting crackers and loud noises made by machines in factories cause noise pollution. It can cause serious health problems like loss of hearing, sleeping disorders, irritability, high blood pressure, and even heart diseases. Loud noises frighten animals too. Now, noise pollution is also known as sound pollution, and it is caused by loud and continuous honking. Means continuously हॉर्न्स जो कार्स एंड व्हीकल्स का जो हॉर्न्स होता है उसकी वजह से लाउड एंड कंटिन्यूअस हॉर्न्स honking. Then unchecked use of loudspeakers, means if the loudspeakers are not checked and they are used, then or the music played at very high volume, burst of crackers, loud noises made by the machines in factories, they cause noise pollution. Now it can cause serious health problems like loss of hearing, sleeping disorders, irritability, high blood pressure, and even heart diseases. Then loud noises frighten animals too. Okay. So, and what are the diseases caused by noise pollution? They are loss of hearing. Yes, hearing can be lost, or sleeping disorders, irritability, high blood pressure, heart, and it can cause some heart diseases also. Okay. The animals also get frightened from loud noises. Frightened means scared. Okay, so they can also get frightened from loud noises. Now, to reduce noise pollution, we should avoid honking unnecessarily, especially near hospitals and schools. Playing loud music at functions, parties, and weddings should also be avoided. Now, how we can reduce the noise pollution? We should avoid continuously or unnecessarily honking. Means using the horns of a vehicle unnecessarily. Okay, so we should not use the horns of a vehicle unnecessarily, especially near hospitals and schools, because at schools small children are there, and at hospitals the patients are there. Okay, so it can create a problem to them. Then playing loud music at functions. We should not play loud music at functions, parties, and weddings. Okay, we should use a music, we should play a music, but at some level, not at loud music. Okay, we should use at medium noise. Now then, disposal of waste. What does the word disposal means? Yes, the ways, or how to dispose or how to throw waste. Okay. Now, an important step in preventing pollution is the safe disposal of waste material. Waste materials should be disposed in covered dustbins and garbage dumps. Disposing garbage in the open attracts flies and mosquitoes, which spread diseases. Waste water drains from our houses should be connected to the underground sewage pipelines. We should throw solid waste like vegetables and fruit peels, waste paper, plastic bags, bottles and glass pieces, etc. in dustbins and not in open. Yes. In disposal of waste is an important step in preventing pollution. Okay. So waste materials should be disposed in covered dustbins and garbage dumps. The dustbin should be covered, the garbage dumps should be covered. We should dispose our waste material in covered dustbins. Okay. Now disposing garbage in the open. If we are disposing garbage means अगर हम लोग कूड़ा बाहर फेंक रहे हैं open में, then what happens? It attracts flies and mosquitoes. And flies and mosquitoes, what they can do? They can spread diseases like malaria, dengue, typhoid, food poisoning, and many more. Okay, so we should always dispose garbage in covered dustbins and garbage dumps. Then waste water drains from our houses should be connected to the underground sewage pipelines. Yes. अब जो भी waste water drains है from our homes, which waste water drainage means the waste water which the waste water, or you can say the water which is not be able to use after washing utensils, or which is wasted while washing the utensils or clothes. That water should be connected, that drains should be connected to the underground sewage pipelines. Okay. Then we should throw solid waste like vegetables and fruit peels, waste paper, plastic bags, bottles and glass pieces in dustbin. Yes, we should always throw vegetable peels, fruits peel, waste paper, plastic bags, bottles, glass pieces, etc. means the solid waste. We should always throw these solid waste in dustbins. Okay. Now industries should also manage their waste, reusing it or treating it with chemicals to reduce the harmful effect. Yes. Now industries should manage their waste just by reusing it or by treating it with some chemicals, just to reduce the effect of that, just to reduce the harmful effect of that waste. Okay. Now at the time of disposal of waste, we should separately dispose biodegradable and non-biodegradable wastes. Yes, at the time of the disposal of waste means when we are going to dispose a waste, we should separately dispose the biodegradable waste and the non-biodegradable waste. Now what are the biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste? These are the two types of waste. The first one is biodegradable and the second one is non-biodegradable. Or you can say that waste is divided into two parts, that is biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Now what are the biodegradable waste? Biodegradable is that waste which can change or decompose naturally. Okay. But the non-biodegradable waste is that which does not rot or decompose or get converted into manure. That is non-biodegradable. Or you can say biodegradable waste is that which gets rotten up or gets converted into a manure. Now let's see biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. Waste is like fruit and vegetable peels, paper and Wood products which change or decompose naturally are called biodegradable materials. They rot, decompose and get converted into manure. The farmers may use this manure to increase the fertility of their field. Now, that waste which can be converted into manure or which gets mixed with the soil, that waste is a biodegradable soil waste, and that manure or the manure which is created or which is generated by biodegradable waste, that can be used by farmers just to increase the fertility of their field. Now, increase the fertility means just to increase the production, the crop production. Okay. Now, see page number 69. All solid waste materials, however, do not change into manure. Some things like plastics and glass do not decompose. They are called non-biodegradable materials. They remain unchanged in the soil for a very long time and pollute it. Now that you have read about different types of waste products and the harm they cause to our environment, can you suggest what should be done to minimize this problem? Now let's see the non-biodegradable materials. What are they? All solid waste materials. All solid waste materials which does not change into manure. The fruit peel, vegetable peel, paper bags, wood products, these all are solid waste, but they are changed into manure. Okay. Now we are talking but in non-biodegradable, those waste comes which does not change into manure. वो solid waste जो manure में convert नहीं होते हैं उन्हें हम लोग non-biodegradable waste कहते हैं. Manure means खाद. Okay. So जो manure में convert नहीं होते हैं उन्हें हम non-biodegradable waste कहते हैं, like plastic and glass. Now, they remain unchanged in the soil for a very long time and pollute it. Yes, as the glass and plastic does not change for for a long time period, or just they take a very long time to convert into a manure. So, what they can do? They can pollute the soil. Okay, or the fertility of a soil can be decreased. Okay. So this is non-biodegradable. Now let's see the waste management. Waste disposal is based on waste management. For this, we all should follow the 3 R's for a cleaner and better environment. These 3 R's stand for reduce, reuse and recycle. Now, what is waste management? Waste management are the ways in which we study or we see how to manage our waste. Okay. Now, for this we should follow the 3 R's for getting a better and a cleaner environment. Okay, and that 3 R's stands for reduce, reuse and recycle. Now, let's see reduce. It means to use less. Reduce means to use less. For example, we can save electricity by switching off unnecessary lights and fans. We can save water by using it sensibly or repairing leaking taps. Now, reduce. Reduce means just to use less or to reduce the use of something. Okay, like if at our homes we can save electricity just by switching off the unnecessary lights or fans. We can save water by repairing or turning off the leakage taps, okay, as well as we can save the petrol. You all might have been seen an advertisement to save petrol. Because why? Because it is limited. Because one day it will come that we will not get petrol just to run our vehicles. So we should uh, save that also. Okay, it's not necessary that we are saving only electricity and water. We can save the other things also. Okay, now then reuse means to use the things again. To use the things again just by giving some change in that. For example, the bottles in which we buy jam, pickle, ketchup, etc. can be reused for storing things in the kitchen. Yes, the bottles which we buy for jam bottles, pickles bottle, ketchup bottles, that we can use for storing things. In jam bottles we can keep some nuts or anything else. Okay, and the ketchup bottles we can just if we decorate the ketchup bottle, then a vase can be created. Okay, so we should reuse means just to use the things again. Then recycle. We can recycle some waste materials like paper, glass, aluminium, plastic, etc. and make useful things out of them. For example, glass can be recycled to make new products. Now, recycle means just to make any useful thing from a useless thing. Okay, suppose a cold drinks bottle and a CD. From that you can make the flower pots. You can see in the picture also that the plastics are recycled. Plastic and a CD is recycled, and there is a beautiful flower pot. Okay, so we can reuse or make useful and the beautiful things from these from our waste. Like newspapers. From newspapers nowadays we can make so many things, many decorative items, as well as a globe. Okay, so we can make so many things from newspaper also. Then glass, aluminium, plastics can be used for making vase like this bottle. Okay, the cold drink bottles can be used for making flower pots, as well as the pen stands. So many things. Now turn to the page number 70. Reuse paper by the process of papier mâché. This recycled paper can be used for making greeting cards and covers for books. Yes, we can reuse or recycle paper just by the process of papier mâché. In what happens in this paper? In this paper, recycled paper is used to make greeting cards and the covers for books. Okay, then the 3 R's have many advantages, like we save our trees, soil, water, air, etc. by recycling. When we recycle paper, we cut fewer trees. Yes, we save when we follow these 3 R's, we save our trees, our soil, as well as our water. Okay, just by recycling, because when we recycle paper, we cut fewer trees. Okay, or you can say do you know that 1000 kg of a recycled paper can save 17 trees? Then second is we save energy, and this energy can be used to make new things. And the third is we save environment by reducing the amount of waste product. Yes, we can save our environment just by reducing the amount of waste produced. Okay, now this completes our chapter number 8, our surroundings. Class, your homework is to do the exercises of this chapter in book. Thank you, class.